If you're looking to build that God Squad to get the leg up on your competition, check out my new sponsor MuttCoins Express on Twitter to get the fastest and cheapest MUT coins available. Use code WIZARD to get 10% off your order. What is going on, everybody? Wizard of Waz here with another Madden 21 video, and today we have an update on the yard. Haven't made a lot of videos on the yard, but some of y'all are interested in it. It's a new game mode, if you didn't know, in Madden 21, so some interesting things going forward in that, and EA did give us a few more details on that today, so I just wanted to go over what they put out. So first of all, they did give us a new trailer. I'm going to post the link for all this down below, so if you want to go check it out for yourself, but let's just check it out. It's 44 seconds. Yeah, 6v6, kind of what we expected. So from everything that I'm seeing, this is going to be completely separate from MUT, which is also what we expected. They're showing some of the fields. We'll go over all those here in just a minute. Yeah, custom gear, new football, very exciting. New avatar. Alright. I mean, 6v6 instead of 7v7. Okay, so that's the trailer. I'll post that link down below if you want to go take a look at that. But let's take a look really quick at the whole thing that they just released, all the details. So the first thing that kind of catches my eye here is the new trick play animations never before seen in Madden. So not really going to be on the level of NFL Street, like really, but it's definitely a non-simulation of football. Obviously 6v6 is non-simulation. If you didn't know, simulation just means 11v11, and it's all like traditional football rules and all that. So it's going to be kind of a more fun game mode. You saw some of the behind the back passes and stuff like that. The vibe they're kind of going for is just guys playing in their backyard, just messing around, and you're going to be able to do that with professional football players. But it does seem like we'll be able to do with more than just the traditional football, professional football players. We'll take a look at that here in just a minute. Of course, your avatar, if you don't have Madden Mobile already, you can download that and go check some of that stuff out. I imagine there will be a little more customization in the console version, but you can create your avatar, you get all the swag and all that. The next section here is all the gear comment on. I mean, they got some cool looking stuff for sure. If it's something you want to grind, it's going to be just the separate game mode. It should be fun. It also says to collect rep to build your Madden rank as you progress and earn cred to unlock more gear. So these are going to be separate currencies than what we had in Madden Ultimate Team. So progressing in here is not going to count towards anything in Madden Ultimate Team, it seems like. We kind of already expected that. That's not really a big shocker, but some people weren't positive because they hadn't really given us any details. But again, some of the gear here that you can kind of get, it's some cool looking stuff. If you want to mess around, building a avatar will be cool. It would be nice if they implemented that into Madden Ultimate Team, but I understand why they can't. That would get kind of finicky and hard to do. But these are the symbols here for the cred and the rep and all that stuff that you're going to be building up. And then of course we do have 4 locations that you start out with. Let's go ahead and go take a look at those. So the first one here is Lambo Tailgate, obviously Green Bay. Just some of the pictures here, you know, just basic backyard stuff. It's right outside the stadium, it looks like. The interesting thing that I'm seeing here on the stadiums they're allowed to play us is the rules and draft options down here. So for the draft options, you can draft players from multiple rival teams of Green Bay. So I guess depending on where you're playing, I'm not really sure how the drafting is going to work in the yard. Like, I guess you just draft a team of 6 and you play with your guy. So you always have that one guy that's a constant on your team, whatever you make your avatar to be. And then you draft 5 other players. And if you play at the Lambeau location, you'll be able to pick Green Bay, or it says here the Bears, Vikings, Cowboys. The yard standard rule set is in play here. And then you can play against the best of Green Bay and face a boss battle. Okay, so I mean, that sounds pretty cool because you can play against Aaron Rodgers and all that stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the other ones. We got the Miami Port here. You know, blah, blah, blah. They only have one picture here. So there you go. You got all the oil deckers or whatever is up there. And then let's see. So draft from a pool of players made up of players on other Florida teams and players that attended Florida colleges. So that's kind of cool. That mixes it up. So obviously you got Miami, the Bucks, all those guys, and then anybody that played at Florida, Florida State, Miami, all those guys. I mean, that's a good number of guys. I don't know if Legends will be involved, so we could maybe have like Ed Reed in there. That would be nice. And then obviously maybe Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow would be awesome if you had Florida players. So that'll definitely be interesting to kind of see who we're able to draft. So the rules for this one is match up against players from the Miami Dolphins and use players that have ties to Florida with a unique house rule that removes first down and first goal scenarios. So depending on where you're playing, you're going to have different rules, which is kind of cool. I don't know if this will be randomly generated or not randomly selected where you're playing. Opponents play against the best of Miami and face a boss battle against a team featuring NFL legend quarterback Dan Marino. So not Ryan Fitzmagic, which is disappointing, but I guess it is what it is. They went with a better quarterback. some people would say, I guess. FOB Nico, so this is like the military one. I think we saw a little bit of this in some teasers. So forward operating base Nico's location is classified, blah, blah, blah. Rules are run some drills, compete in offensive and defensive challenges, and play with and against players that are great athletes that did well at the NFL Combine or would have. So interesting they include that last bit in there. Obviously they didn't include that for this year with all the COVID stuff going on. So this will just be anyone that stood out at the Combine, people that were going to be 3rd or 4th round draft picks and then bump themselves to 1st or 2nd, which is pretty cool. Great athletes. We'll see how they kind of determine that. I guess it's just going to be all Combine guys. I'm cool with that. So obviously Chris Johnson will probably be a guy in here. I don't know. We'll see. And then Brandenburg Football Festival. So we actually have one in Berlin, Germany, which is kind of cool here. And I imagine we'll have a few more out of the U.S., which is, kind of cool. We'll probably have one in London, all that good stuff. This location is a celebration of the NFL, where you'll play against the top teams and players in the league in this offense-heavy game. You'll also have additional time in the pocket to make reads on passing plays, draft players from the top 6 teams in the NFC and AFC. So I wonder if this will change throughout the year as teams' records change and all that, if it'll be adaptive and, dynamic depending on how teams are performing, assuming that we have a regular season and all that. Play through the top 6 teams. Okay, yes, that's all basically the same stuff. So that's kind of cool. I like the Berlin, Germany, just because that's just the top 6 teams, and you can draft players. So again, I'm assuming that you're going to have your main avatar guy that you can upgrade and make better throughout the year as your main guy, and then you can draft players. It's going to be interesting how they implement this playing with other players. Like if you want to squad up with your buddy and do all that stuff, I'm going to be curious how they implement all that and make those changes. But also keep in mind that obviously there's only 4, which is a little disappointing. I assume we'll maybe get like maybe 2 more locations every other month or something. It's EA, so you never know. They might just stop making them entirely at some point. And the last little bit here is they do clarify that mobile and console, you'll have shared inventory. So anything that you do on mobile will transfer over to console and vice versa, which will be nice because if you like playing on mobile more, you'll always have everything on console that you've done, or vice versa on console on mobile. I don't play a lot on mobile, so I mean I'll definitely check it out, but not really going to do a whole lot of mobile play. But that looks like it's about it for the day. We didn't get a whole lot of stuff. A little more details, I'm fine with it. Anything more detail that we're getting in Madden 21 is great. Obviously we are here waiting for Madden Ultimate Team news, but I didn't think that was going to be coming today anyway. But anyway, let me know what y'all think down below in the comments about the yard, whether you're excited for it. Are you even going to play it? Are you just going to focus on Madden Ultimate Team? Or are you going to give the new game mode a shot? I think creating an avatar could be cool if they actually give us some decent customization options. If any of the uniforms and all that will eventually be carried over to Madden Ultimate Team, that would be nice, just to have some of these cooler looking uniforms in Madden Ultimate Team. It doesn't seem like that's the plan right now, so we'll see going forward if they decide to do that. But right now it does seem like Madden Ultimate Team, franchise, regs, all that is completely separate from the yard, which honestly I'm fine with until they get all the kinks ironed out and all that stuff. But a 6v6 backyard mode could be kind of fun to play with your friends. Anyway guys, if y'all enjoyed that little bit of Madden 21 news, even though it wasn't Madden Ultimate Team, beggars can't be choosers, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you've been enjoying my videos. Also don't forget to hit the bell icon so you can know as soon as my videos come out. And as always, thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one.